New Su-30 SM-2 vs F-15X, will it be better than the F-15X? Pricing: Su-30 SM-2 vs 15X. The Su-30 SM-2 is derived from Su-30 SM and Su-35. The advanced Su-35 Flanker E costs around $85 million per unit. In August 2020, Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu announced plans to buy 21 4++ generation Su-30 SM-2 jets and 25 Yak-130 advanced jet trainers for Rub $100 billion or $1.33 billion. Without weapons, training and support packages, a single unit of the Yak-130 comes with a price tag of $15 million. Doing the math, 25 Yak-130s would add up to Boeing's new version of the F-15, the F-15X, made news earlier this month when the U.S. Air Force awarded the company a $22.9 billion contract for up to 200 of the Eagles. It comes after a years-long fight that's not over yet about recapitalizing the Air Force fighter fleet. The heart of it is a debate about whether buying more copies of a less expensive 4.5th generation fighter to replace aging F-15s on a relatively short timeline is a better option than buying fewer copies of a more expensive 5th generation fighter on a longer timeline. Essentially, it's the advanced F-15 versus F-35 debate. In a feature for Aerospace America in September 2019, a Boeing source made the same claim. Those assertions have not been borne out, according to reporting by Air Force magazine, which cited the per-unit flyaway cost of F-15EX in the newly minted contract as $87.7 million, a figure including engine. The Su-30 SM specifications. The Su-30 SM is a Generation 4++ serial-produced and upgraded two-seat super-maneuverable fighter jet. It is furnished with two AL-31FP thrust-vectoring reheated double-flow turbofan engines. The fighter has an operating range of 1,500 kilometers and a flight endurance of 3.5 hours without refueling. While not much is known about the specifics of the Su-30 SM-2 over the base Su plan to strengthen Su-30 SM's armament and change the composition of the avionics. The aircraft received the designation Su-30 SM-1. Soon after Russian President Vladimir Putin's 2018 order to unify Su-30 SM and Su-35S, manufacturer Sukhoi began drawing best features of both jets to build the Super Sukhoi or the Su-30 SM-2. The Su-35S's powerful AL-41F1S engine and N035 Urbis E radar was chosen over Su-30 SM's AL-31 and N011M bars radar. The Su-35S lists a top speed of Mach 2.25 at altitude, roughly 1,500 miles per hour, and range, on internal fuel, is out to 1,900 nautical miles, while Su-35S can ferry out to 2,400 nautical miles. The Su-35S will have the capability to operate at service ceilings of 60,000 feet and sport a 55,100 feet per minute climb rate. In future, Russia plans to upgrade its Su-30 fleet to the SM-2 standard. The F-15X specifications. What's new to the F-15X is an advanced radar and other subsystems that other countries' Eagles don't get. About 30% of the American F-15X would be unique to the U.S. military, they note. According to Air Force magazine, the new airplanes would have a substantially more powerful mission computer, new cockpit displays, a digital backbone, and the Eagle Passive Active Warning Survivability System (EPAWSS), and electronic warfare and threat identification system. There's a good reason other air forces around the world still fly F-15s, even without U.S. technology. They've never lost in combat. This is a pretty big deal, especially if the enemy isn't flying F-15s. In the unlikely event that an enemy combatant is flying the same F-15, there's no need to worry. The US version of the F-15 is different from those sold to others, the CRS says. Upgrading F-15s also won't change operational strategy, as the older airframe is supposed to complement the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter, not replace it, as Wired's Eric Adams pointed out, citing a side-by-side comparison from Air Force magazine. The F-35 enters enemy airspace to identify and engage targets, with superior stealth and sensor technology, says the CRS. F-35s carry weapons in an internal bay to maintain its radar stealth profile. Each F-15X, in contrast, can carry nearly 30,000 pounds of air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons. The F-35 can only carry 5,700 pounds, according to F-35 manufacturer Lockheed Martin. Engine and radar. The Su-30SM-2 will be equipped by an Airbus E-Passive Electronically Scanned Array (PESA) radar designed by the Tikhomirov NIIP, an evolution of the BARS multimode radars currently installed in the Su-30SM jet. The radar is sighted at an average power rating of 5 kilowatts, with 2 kilowatts CW rating for illumination. The NIIP claimed twice the bandwidth and improved frequency agility over the BARS, and better electronic countermeasures capability. As part of the Super Sukhoi upgrade, the Su-30SM would get the AL-41F1S, also known as Article 117S, thrust vectoring engines that propel the newer Su-35 jets. Current generation Su-30SM and their variants such as the Su-30MKI India, Su-30MKM Malaysia are equipped with the AL-31F engine or its variants, which provide a maximum thrust of 12,500 kg force. A single Su-35's engine provides 14,500 kg force or 16% more thrust than the Su-30SM engine. The service life of the engine is also doubled, up to 4,000 hours, without increasing the mass and dimensions. Equipped with a plasma ignition system, the AL-41F1S is more economical than the AL-31FP, which is currently installed on the Su-30 series surface areas, and a forward and rear-facing phasotron radar system capable of simultaneous tracking of 24 targets up to 62 miles (100 kilometers) away over uneven terrain. An additional auxiliary internal reserve fuel tank has been added as well to bring about the required operational range. The cockpit sports an updated color CRT display as well as HUD head-up display, along with digital fly-by-wire (FBW) capability with quadruple redundancy. The onboard computer's able to define 4 different ways to achieve the desired flight control action.